scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. It's been this way most of the afternoon, hasn't it? This secondary, it really put this receiving core on lockdown.
Listen, they've worked together like a basketball team that's playing excellent defense. Great communication, doesn't matter whether it's man or zone. And especially against deep balls, as we saw there, they're not giving up anything to him.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Looking for his tight end Rudolph, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Brissett. Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Everson Griffin. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Now Brissett. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything to...
And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position.
Jahan, 180!
Mike 58, right there. Check back, check back. Alert flare, alert flare, flare, flare.
Wide.
Trying to fire up that running game with Dalvin Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
It's just me and you.
Yo.
Me and you. It's just me and you. Shit, watch the shit.
Gun.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Cousins. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And that'll be caught by Diggs for a Minnesota touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab, as they're now just an extra point away from getting back within 1 score. Bailey got the extra point, and that will get them 1 closer. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this 3rd quarter, so time to reach. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The defensive end, Danielle Hunter, drops him. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation. would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Again, it's Cook. Just a yard there, so it brings up a tough 3rd and 12. Not the start to the drive they were hoping for. That run doesn't get them much at all.
No, not at all. And that leaves them with 3rd and long, which means you got to dial up something pretty good. Think your best player with a play that he likes to run best.
Here we go, 48.
Let's see what you got. Show it up. Show it up.
What you got?
And he's got some space here. Accelerating, and off he goes. The 20. Touchdown, Vikings. Dalvin Cook, 77 yards. As his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Mike Zimmer's made the decision. His guys will go for 2.
Good route here. Hey, Echo.
59, 50. It's our time. It's our time.
Gun.
From the gun, here's Cousins. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They made the decision to go for 2. They didn't get it. They remained down by 2 points. Should they have kicked it there?
Third quarter, I'm okay with it. Maybe first or second, you don't. I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, again, I keep coming back to, I don't like to chase a lot of points.
Yeah.
But I also don't know what kicking an extra point being down 1 does for me.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 2nd down, it's Mack. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Indianapolis. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. The Colts on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Brissett sets to throw it. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack. A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also moved the sticks. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Viking territory. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 47-yard line.
On 2nd and a couple. Brissett. Pass incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd and short. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for this with Mack. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the 1st. It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Brissett. Ebron caught left side. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23.
First down, Brissett. Stepping up, he'll try and run. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with second and a yard. The Vikings going to signal for their first of their timeouts. That'll leave him with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
6 guys. Check 6 guys.
They'll run it. It's Mack. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. Oh, no, he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's first and goal. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll run it with Mack. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now.
Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Vikings pick up the football. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20, 10, and in for the score. Are you kidding me? They return it, and they take the lead. And that is a tough pill to swallow. All they had to do, Charles, keep the ball, work this clock.
The only way for the defense to win was to force the fumble. And they did. Took it the other way for a score. And now, if you're the offensive team, it will take a miracle, perhaps, to win this ball game.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken in the end zone. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee and they'll put it out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. 1 possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this? And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-rounder Trey Waynes. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On first down, it's Cook. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They run it again with Cook. Room here to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff looking right. Into the secondary again. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.